All right, about to launch the boat on Lake Pickwick for the first time ever. It's the second to last lake on the Tennessee River, and last term was the very first lake on the Tennessee River. So hopefully we'll catch us a bass or two today, but big time hopefully we'll catch us a bass or two Thursday, because we got to do good in the tournament to get ourselves back where we need to be as far as points go. So we definitely got to catch them here. Should be a fun one though. They should really be biting. They should be up pretty shallow. Should be some out a little bit deeper, some up shallow. Should be all around just a big slug fest of an Elite Series event. So really looking forward to it. We'll see how it turns out. All right, so we did not film today because the projected forecast was an absolute S-ton of rain, and we've been ruining GoPros left and right recently, making them freeze and stuff like that. And I think it's because we've been getting too much moisture in them, so we decided not to film today. We didn't want to mess the cameras up before the tournament came around, and we should have filmed. Caught a 6-pounder, caught probably 15 or 20 fish, caught probably 10 keepers. Didn't have a big bag, had like 15 or 16 pounds probably, but we did catch a real big one. Smallmouth, spotted bass, bunch of largemouth. It's a fun day. But we will be filming tomorrow and from then on, so we'll be all good. Just wanted to take a little bit of precaution in the rain and not ruin another GoPro. So that was it. Sorry guys. Did catch them pretty good for my first day ever on Pickwick though, from Alabama, and have never fished Pickwick. So looking forward to tomorrow. Day 2 of practice for the Bassmaster Elite Series on Pickwick Lake. Had bad weather yesterday, so we did not film. So today's gonna be the first on film fishing around, driving around, scouting around, graphing around on Pickwick Lake. So about to fill her up with gas and then head on out. Just got out on the lake, been here about 10 or 15 minutes now. Just kind of idling around in a little drain, a little ditch area. Trying to find some grass or brush piles or anything that I feel like fish might actually be sitting up on. So it's kind of just what we're doing right now. Found a couple clumps of grass over here in this little ditch. Look like coontail, but could definitely be some fish in it. Alright, so today we have only caught one bass so far. It was a good one, 2.5, 2 3/4, 3-pounder, somewhere around there. But only one. That's a problem. So we got to figure out a way that's more consistent, a way that I can get some bites. This lake is phenomenal. It's really good, and it just doesn't seem like I feel like I'm missing something. Like I'm not able to get bites at will the way that I wish I could. So still riding around, just trying to find something special. We'll find it. This is a big shad. Pretty good one. There's a bass. And it's a nice bass. Noticed I started catching some grass, then I caught a skipjack, then I caught a nice bass. It's a nice one. That might be a bite. Shouldn't even throw in there no more. Sorry, I called that one. They ain't big ones though. They're not ones I can even weigh. Well, I might have to. Not even a keeper. Tough to catch one, man. Tough to catch one. Update. We've caught 3 keepers, a couple short fish. Tried a lot of stuff. It just ain't going today. I really don't know what's the deal. It's just too dang hard to get a bite right now. Seems like it's just, I don't know. I'm missing the magic ingredient. I can promise you that. I feel like I'm baking a cake with no sugar or something, because it ain't happening today. But still dropping some dots on some good stuff here and there, and trying to figure out what's going on. We'll dial it in for the tournament. Got him around it. Counts a big one. He ain't coming off either. That's a good one. I ate that bait too. So today has not went quite as smoothly as I want it to. We've had probably 6 keeper bites today, no big bites at all today. So tomorrow we're gonna do more of the same. I think the water's really falling. And what happens whenever the water falls is it turns, for me, into like a milk run type of a tournament, where I just wanna have as many good looking, high percentage spots as I can possibly have, and I'm gonna run as many of them as I can in a day. That's typically what I do during a drawdown. And I'm hearing that this lake is like 2 feet lower than it's been in years and years and years. So it's extremely low right now. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try to find as many good current breaks, as many good brush piles, as many good little patches of grass. And then we run it all in a day. They gotta be on one or the other. They gotta be on grass, brush piles, rock, or in the current, or foam the wood, or something. They gotta be somewhere. So we're just gonna try to mark as much good stuff of every kind as we can, and then just try to run every bit of it in a day if we possibly can. Y'all know I like to go fast. I've been being told to slow down for like 20 years now, and guess what? We speeding it up in this one. So practice was amazing. We've got it dialed in. As you can see in the boat, we only need 1 rod to fish with. 1 rod dialed in. I know what bait I'm using, what rod I'm using, and exactly where I'm going to throw it. In all seriousness, if you know me, you know that is not the case at all. Practice was kind of tough, actually. Surprisingly tough for Pickwick. I mean, not really. Later-ish March on the Tennessee River is just kind of a tougher time to fish. It is tougher. Like what you was catching in early March is not the same as what's happening now. The fish have been shallow for a while. They've been getting fished for a while, and they're not spawning yet. Certain lakes on the Tennessee River, like Guntersville, Wilson, they're probably spawning right now. I know in Guntersville right now they're spawning. On Wilson, they probably are. All throughout the country, they're probably spawning a lot of the places where it's a little more consistent. But Pickwick, we got super low water, some of the lowest water that a lot of the locals said they've ever seen, and it's pretty tough. And tons of current. The water temp's still 56, 57 on the main channel because we're pulling so much water through. But the fish are kind of biting. It's tough to get a bite, but when you get a bite, it's usually a pretty dang good one. So tomorrow, if we can catch us 10 or 12 keepers, we're probably gonna catch a big bag. But it's been tougher than that. It's been a 6 or 7 keeper kind of day. And today we had bad tornadoes come through. Well, not come through close to us, but there was warnings for it and all that stuff. Tons of rain, tons of lightning, big terrible thunderstorms. So we didn't get to practice for a full day. I probably spent 5-ish hours on the water today, which marked some new stuff, got to find some things. Caught one pretty good one today. Obviously no cameras rolling because it was torrential downpour. We did catch one pretty nice one, 3.5 pounder, but just got to go out there tomorrow and use my one bait that I've got dialed in to catch them with. Got 2 color aces, 3 chatterbaits, 2 spinnerbaits, a big swim bait, 3 crankbaits. We got everything tied on a flipping rod, little square bills, big square bills, everything for tomorrow. And we only need them to bite one of them. So the odds are in our favor. But I'm gonna finish rigging, got a couple more things to tie on, and then it's off to the races. Hasta mañana. And the next video will be the tournament video. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the tournament video. Leave a like, as always, I appreciate it, not only for me, but leave a like for Miss Hunter. And let me know what you think. And by the time you see this, tournament will be over, so you can tell me what you would throw on Pickwick because it's past the information rule. So we'll see y'all.